Guys, this is Hirabau and you are watching programmingsuite.com on YouTube. In this lecture we will understand a very quick understanding of basic core Java. We have to understand what is Java, why Java, and why do we have to learn Java, and is this Java is a high level programming language. So why this, what is the high level language, and why Java is high level language, what is JDK, JRE and JVM, and what is the difference between that, and how we will run Java program inside JVM, and those things, and how JVM is working. Those things we will learn in these tutorials, okay, in this video. So let's connect and understand what is the Java. Okay, so coming to the topic, I will tell you why Java is here. See, Java, before Java, we have C and C++ and other language too, as a high level language. In the high level language, in the sense we have compiler to compile the our programming language into the machine code that our computer or machine will understand the instruction and it will execute. Okay, so Java we have, right, before Java we have other language, other high level language, but the feature that Java is providing, that is not equal to other language like C or C++. What the language we will discuss in this video. Okay, so how Java will distinguished from the other languages. Okay, so first, why Java is what is Java? Java is a high level language, high level programming language, and it is object oriented programming language. Everything in Java is an object. Okay, so you have to understand what is Java. Second, why Java? Why Java? Because Java is a high level language, robust language, and it gives object oriented feature that we will cover. What is Java Buzzwords, that is under. So Java provides high level security other than other technology too. So and other thing, Java is a platform independent, so it makes Java existence from the last 25 years in the industry too. So we have to learn because we have to grab the opportunity in IT industry with a software developer position. Okay, so what is JVM? So we will continue this session in the next lecture or something else, or we will continue in this lecture. Okay, so because Java is a very close to human language, so it is very easy to understand. So only you have to understand the syntax of Java. So we are saying ki Java is easy to understand, and Java syntax is very easy to understand. In what is high level language? High level language are more friendly, are more memory efficient, are easy to understand, are easy to debug, and can maintain very easily, and code are easily portable. You can port the code from one place to another place, and it can run on any other platform like Mac, Windows, Linux, and other platform. So no need of other tool to convert code from one platform to another platform. So so high level language is very good for that. Needs compilation, like tool like a compiler, like Java in the Java we have Java C compiler, or interpreter to translating the code into machine code. Okay, so where low level language we need assembler or translator, right? But in the high level language either we need compiler or interpreter. So this is the major difference between low level language and high level language. So as what is as you can say what is assembly language. Assembly language, in the previous we have some move, ctx, red, those things are the code we use in the assembly language, and we have some assembler or linker that execute those code into machine code. uh, so we have so this is happening in the low level language, but in the high level language we use compiler and interpreter. What is Java? Java is a platform language, and we know the process. When we have a .java file, we use to compile and it will create a class file. So we will see the practical in the next lecture. So what is a run class, right? When we run a class file, it used to go to create the output for you. So Java is a OOPS based, highly secure. Java is a very best OOPS based language in the market from 25 years, and Java applications are faster than other languages. Okay, due to JVM. JVM provide faster loading of the class file. Okay, so and it is platform independent too. So as we discuss what are the feature of Java, so goal of any language is portable, simple and secure. Okay, so Java provide these goals. So we have some features of Java. You can say buzzwords like Java is simple or object oriented, portable, secure, platform independent. These things Java have. Okay, so we will discuss a little bit, first cover these things, and we will see what are the prerequisites in reading or writing the Java code in the program in the system, you can see. Okay, so when you want to start Java, you need some JDK in the system. We need some JDK in the system, and you have to download Java, and you have to set the path. Okay, so path, what should be the path? Your path should be like from here to here. Okay, like in the C drive you have a program files folder. In the program files you have Java folder, and you have some version of the Java in the bin. So you have to set your path in the command prompt. You just have to open the command prompt and copy the JDK bin path and write these things. And if you want to do permanent path setup, so we will tell you in the next video. So why Java? We have already understand why Java. Java is, it is a platform independent and have buzzwords. So buzzwords means the feature of Java. So what are the buzzwords? Let's see. So we have here a picture, that Java picture, that start from like simple. Java is very simple, and Java is platform independent. Java is architecture neutral. Java is portable. Java is robust. Java is multi-threaded. Java has a security. Okay, Java gives high performance. Java is object oriented. Java is Java distributed. Java is dynamic. Java is interpreted. So these features makes Java very good rather than any other in the market. Okay, so why Java is simple? Because Java language is simpler than on any other language, because in the C and C++ we have pointer operator overloading in C++. So those things has been removed from the Java. Okay, and so there is no need to unreference those objects if we are not using from the long time. In the Java we have garbage collector that will it will delete automatically from the from the application. Okay, second point, Java is object oriented, means Java is object oriented programming language. And we told you we have some basic concept in the OOPS, like object, class, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction and encapsulation, that we will cover in the next lecture. Okay, so object oriented, what is object oriented? Means if you are working with object oriented language, means everything in your language should be object. So here in Java we have everything is an object. So object oriented means we organize our software as a combination of different types of objects that gives you that incorporates with both data and behavior. So you have to understand what is the basic concept of OOPS, that will understand in the next lecture. So stay connected. Okay, so Java has another feature, platform independent. Platform independent means if you have a Java file and you are compiling with the Java C compiler, that is a JIT compiler, so it will create one class file. Okay, that class file can be run on Mac, Windows, on Linux, because each of the environment we have JVM, and JVM will load the class file and it will execute on that environment. So it makes Java platform independent. That is a very good feature than any other language. Next feature is secure. Java is best known for its security, and so Java is more secure than any other language. Java has no explicit pointer, so hackers cannot hack the application and any other website. So because with the pointer we have some address of address reference, and we can find the address. If we do not have pointer, it means you can not find the address. So Java program runs inside a virtual machine of a sandbox. So how it is working, we will see here. Let's see, we have Java application, and JVM is there, OS this is there, C++ application is there. Okay, so if we have a C++ application, you can look here. We do not have any guard between C++ application OS, but in the Java application we have a JVM, and JVM is inside between a Java application and OS. So when Java application will run, it will not go to OS to contact. Okay, so it gives a better environment than C++ application. Second feature is that Java is robust. Robust means strong. Java uses a strong memory management. It has no pointer, that avoids security problem, and it also has garbage collector, uh, and which runs on the Java virtual machine. So it makes Java robust and more secure than any other language. Java also gives exception handling and type checking mechanism, and that makes Java robust. And next feature is architecture neural. Java is a architecture neural since Java has no implementation dependence feature. For example, the size of primitive types is fixed. Like in the C++ or C, if we define int type of data, it will occupies 2 byte of memory for 32 byte of architecture system, like 32-bit system. If you have a 64-bit system, it will give you 4 byte of data. Okay, so but in the Java we have 4 byte of memory data for 32 and 64 for the integer type of data. Next is portability. Java has a portable, and since Java bytecode can execute on any platform, and it gives you high performance facility too. So Java is faster than any other traditional programming language, and it has a bytecode that is very close to native, and it is but it is a bit slower than C++ because it is a compile language, as Java has interpreter language. Okay. Next we have the feature distributed. Java is distributed because we can create a distributed application in the Java using the RMI and EJB, that we will use in the further classes. Next we have multi-threaded environment. Java gives multi-threaded environment because a thread is like a separate program that can be executed concurrently in our Java platform. Okay, so Java gives this advantage of multi-threading. It means you don't have to occupy memory for each thread, no need. So it gives a better memory management in multi-threaded environment too. Next is Java is dynamic. Java is a dynamic in nature. You can call Java classes on demand. So Java provide dynamic loading of the class. What is the flow of the program? Let's see, we have a simple.java file, and we have written a simple class, and we want to print hello world as we discussed in the class. So before writing any class, you have to give a class name. Before the class name, you have to give the predefined keyword class, and we have a class name, and this is the curly braces started, and this is ending braces. In between, this is the main method, public static void main, and this is the string argument. Inside that we have given a system out of print ln, that is to print the hello world program. So this is a very simple program. If you want to execute, so we have to first compile using the Java C compiler simple.java, and then you have to execute Java simple. Okay, so when we compile this, it will become very faster than any other language. So Java C compile, when we compile, it will give you a bytecode class name dot class. So when you compile Java C simple dot class, it will create one simple dot class file. So when you compile Java C, it will execute on that environment. So next we have to understand JDK, JRE, JVM. Java virtual machine doesn't exist physically, but it provides runtime environment to execute this bytecode. Okay, so what is the task of the JVM? So let's see. Java task, we have to load it loads the codes, verify the code, execute the code, and provide runtime environment. Whereas JRE gives you a set of software tools and Java, for to develop the Java. And Java runtime environment is used to provide runtime environment, and it is an implementation of JVM. So JRE, you can see physically it exists and it contains a set of library plus other JVM runtime environment. Okay, so one and only one JDK we have for the software development environment, which is used to create or develop the application. It physically exists and it contains JDK, JRE and development tool. So in the when you install JDK as a software, we have to download from the internet JDK, the version 8 or till we have 13 version we have. So when you install Java 8, we are working on Java 8 and Java 11. So JDK we have, so in the JDK we have JRE, and JRE have JVM and other set of library plus development tool like Java C and Java those things, right? So it has everything inside the application. Okay, this tool. Next we understand what is JVM. JVM is we can say JVM has the architecture, class loader, some memory area they have, and some execution engine is there. Okay, so how the code is running? When we have bytecode, it will go to the class memory area. It will load every memory based on the based on the program, and JVM will execute using the native code, and it will execute that code. So we have already discussed in this thing in session. Next, understand how class loader is working. Okay, so when we understand about the class loader here, right? When we have when we want to run bytecode, it means class loader will check first. Class loader will load that file and it will check uh, all the jar it will load all the rt.jar file from the install Java system. Okay, next it will check class extension class loader. It will check the extension from the Java home JRE live ext folder, and it will check the extension. Next it will check the application system and application. What it will check, it will load the current files and it will load into the current system in the JVM. So that it is known as application class loader, and it will execute finally from the application. We have some memory in the JVM. That memories are known as class memory, heap memory, stack, BC register, and those things. So let's understand one by one. Class memory or method area, we can say class and method area store per class structure, such as runtime constant pool, system fields, and method data. If we write any data inside the code, that will come under the class or method area. When we create any object, it will go to the heap because it is a runtime data area. Okay, next stack, if you are creating any thread, you are calling any method, it will go to stack only. So when a new frame is created, each time when a method is invoked or a thread is uh, created or executed, so it and the frame will be destroyed when the method invocation is completed or thread lifecycle is completed, then only. Next, program counter register contain the address of the virtual machine instruction currently executed, right? That is executing currently. That address will be goes to the PC register only. Next is native method stack. It contains all the native method used in the application. Next one is execution engine. Execution engine has a very critical role because he has a virtual processor, interpreter will execute the instruction one by one, reading the bytecode. And uh, next he has a JIT compiler that is used to check the performance uh, to execute the bytecode. Next one is Java native interface. Java native interface is a framework which provides an interface to communicate with other application written in another language like C and C++. So these are the very good approach. Next, understand what is, so that we have understand JVM architecture, we have understand difference between JDK, JRE and JVM. We have understand why we are using the Java. So we have understand Java buzzwords, Java features, you can say. Now we have to understand Java variable. A variable is a container which holds the value while the Java program is executed. A variable is assigned with a data, and variable is a name of memory type, right? So we have a variable, local variable, instance variable, and static variable. So when we are talking about there are two type variables we will discuss. So how we will discuss, like when we have integer is 20, so value is 20 but the data type is integer and variable name is age. So in the RAM it will reserve the memory for variable like 20 as a block, and the block name is age, but the value will be 20 only. So similarly you can declare int a b as a declarative statement you can give, and variable is a and literal is like this, and you have the value 123. Like this you can define and slice this variable too. Okay. Next, coming to key, as we discussed, key local variable will be inside the method only, created will be created only in the method, and instance variable will be created inside the class, but it is not declared as a static. But when we declare it as a static, then it become a class instance, or we can say static method, we can say. Next, understand key what is Java constant. Okay, here Java constant is numeric constant and non-numeric constant. Okay, so either it will be integer constant, real constant, or character constant, or string constant. So Java is two type of constant, are numeric or non-numeric. Difference is that constant we cannot change the value, and in the variable we can change the value. Next, understand data type. What is data type? The data types are two type of data: primitive data types and non-primitive data types. So primitive data types have a boolean type data and numeric type of data. And numeric type of data have character value or integral value. Integral value means integer and floating point. But non-primitive data type is have string, array, and other type of data we can define, like user defined data type we can define. Next, we have what is Java primitive data types. If you want to say, Java primitive types are building block of data manipulation, and these are most basic data types. So you have some example here, like boolean 1 have false, byte a has 10, short s has 10,000, int a has 1 lakh. Like this, long a, floating have, double have, character have, you can define like this as a primitive data type. Without primitive data type, you cannot write a single program in Java. So we have one question: why character uses 2 byte of Java in Java? So the question is why we are using 2 byte of data in Java for the character? Because Java uses Unicode system, not a ASCII system. Okay, so in the ASCII system, that is different cases, but in the Unicode system, what is Unicode system? Let's understand. Unicode system is a universal international standard character encoding that is capable of representing most of the world written language. Okay, so Java uses Unicode system because before Unicode we have other standard language like Sky, ISO, Koi 8 and GB something, right? Like NV5, that is a Chinese things. So these were using from the last years. We use that from last 10 years we are using that one, but now we are using Unicode system only, okay, in the Java. So from Java, when in the 1995 we have started using Unicode system, and that is very universal characters coding standard. So now we are using those features in Java too. So we have a 2 byte of data in Java for the characters. Let's understand operator in Java. We have some operator like arithmetic operator, logical operator, shift operator, conditional operator, conditional. So when those are the operators we have already understood. If you don't know, let's pause some data, pause for the 2 minutes and understand the operator in Java. So from the next lecture we will understand how we will create a program using these keywords. Okay, so Java keywords are very important for writing program and those things. So understand the list of 32, I think we have 32, let's see, 2 4, we have more than keyword. I have not counted that one. Let's assume we have these are the predefined keyword that we will not use for the variables and method name, right? And variable name and method name we will not write. So these are the list of keyword. Remember this keyword, take some time and remember. So what is the Java keyword? Java keywords are also known as reserved words, and keywords are particular word, and they act as a key to a code. These are predefined words by Java, and so they cannot be used as a variable or object. So we understand that we cannot use Java predefined keywords as a variable name or any object name when we are writing the program. Okay, Java program. So list of Java keyword, like we have, like we go from alphabetically. We have abstract keyword. We use abstract keyword when we are writing the abstract class, or when we are writing the interface. We are implementing the interface. We used to write some static and we used to write some abstract non-static classes and methods. We used to write, methods only. Next, boolean. If we used to write true false value, then we use boolean type of value for the variables. We have break. We have already know break in the C++. We know byte, case we know, cache we know, character we know, class. Class we know in the C++. Class is a keyword that we will use to declare a class. So before the class name, we write class keyword in the small letter. Continue we know in the C++, default we know, do we know, double we know, else no. Enum is a new thing in Java. When we used to write constant as a fixed set of constant, then we will construct a enum, and all it should be always a private and default. Okay, so extend, when we want to inherit a class, we used to extend, we use extend keyword before inheriting the class. Okay, finally and float, these are the keyword we will understand when we write the program. Follow we know, if we know, implement we know, and import instance of we will understand while we have we will go through some code. Okay, so don't worry and understand these keyword. Okay, so this is the end of the lecture, and we will see you in the next lecture when we will start the program from the basics. Okay, thank you guys, and let's meet in the next lecture.